Hi, it's Anna. I hope you're doing well today. A friend of mine asked me the other day, how do I hear my inner being? What does that sound like? And another friend had said to me many years ago that she didn't think that she had like the gut feelings that I would get or others would get. And she's like, I just don't know how to get in touch with my gut, my instinct, my intuition, all the different names that we give this inner being. Well, the first thing is that recognizing that. So, what is it when your inner being is talking to you, right? It's not going to be like this, ah, here's a message for you, from the universe. Here's an angel that's appeared in front of you, you know. Um, so it's not like that. Maybe there are a few unique people on this planet that happens to, but I think for the majority of us, it's those nudges, those feelings, those inclinations, and it's a thought that you have, and it's not like someone's talking to you outside of you. Like I'm talking to you right now, and you hear my voice. There are some people who are very gifted with that and can hear external voices, but usually it's an inclination, it's a feeling, and it's like someone's talking to you in your mind, and that's your inner being. That's your instinct. I mean, have you ever been, say, driving down the road? And this just actually happened to me yesterday. Driving down the road, and you're gonna turn one way, and then all of a sudden you get this feeling like this message, like, nah, I don't want you to go that way. I want you to go this way today. And you're kind of like, what? Why am I gonna go that way? That's your inner being talking to you for whatever reason. Maybe you're avoiding an accident. Maybe it's getting you to the next destination a little bit more quickly. Who knows, right? But it's those nudges, those inclinations, those feelings that we get. I mean, I remember even years ago when I'd get all dressed up to go to work. I remember getting this little message like, hey, I think you should pack an extra pair of nylons today. And I was like, somebody talking to me? Like, what? What? I'm not doing that. I don't need to pack nylons. Like, that's just ridiculous. Sure enough, I got to run on my nylons. I was like, okay, I guess you were talking to me. Right? So, whenever you get these nudges or feelings or sensations, you have to honor them and know that, okay, that's my inner being talking to me, making suggestions for me. If it's even like someone asks you to go do something, you know right away. And I've used this example before, like, right away, you're like, yeah. Or you're like, no. Or when you're like, well, maybe, that means, I think, a maybe is a no disguised, right? Because that's disguised in all of the expectations others have on you or you have of yourself, that you should do something because of X or Y or Z. So, but when you have that feeling, right? Like someone says something, you want to go do this? Yeah, that's your inner being. Like, yep, let's go do it. And someone asks you to do something, you're like, nope. That's your inner being too, saying, not gonna do it. Don't want to do it. Don't go do that for whatever reason. Say you are in a relationship and you just get this vibe like, I don't think this person's for me. I don't think this is right. Something's not right here. Go with your gut, your intuition. That's your inner being talking to you. And the more that you honor these inclinations, these feelings, these thoughts, these messages, however you receive them, the more that you honor those and follow them and trust them, the more connected you become with your inner being, and the more able you are to hear those messages, to know that that's your inner being talking to you and guiding you. And as you become more adept at that, you practice that more. So we've talked about practice. If you've watched another video I did about practice, but as you practice that and listening, to your inner being and trusting your inner being, what your inner being's telling you and how they're guiding you, you get clearer and clearer messages. And I now will even get like visuals. And I remember this is a couple years ago. I don't remember if I was like doing a meditation or I was asking my inner guide, my guardian angels for guidance on something. But I remember them showing me this image of this stick, this long, tall stick. And I was like, why are you showing me this image? And they're like, you need to go find the stick. And it was a very clear picture of how big it was, how tall it was, what it looked like, how wide it was. And I was like, all right, that's a little weird. And they're like, you need to go up in those woods behind your house and you need to go find it. And I was like, why? Why do I want to do that? That is just so weird. I must be making this stuff up. So, as much as I've practiced this and listening and tuning in, I chose to ignore that. Time passes. I get a reminder. Hey, here's a picture in my mind again. We really want you to go find this. And I was like, what? I'm not doing that today. I'm not going up there. I don't feel like going in the woods. I'm not doing that today. Ignored it again. More time passes. I'm out on a hike with my family, and we're hiking through these woods, and we've been hiking for, well over an hour and a half, and we're almost at the very end of the trail. And all of a sudden, that little inner voice, my inner being, was like, hey, this is the perfect opportunity to find this stick that we want you to have. And I was like, oh man, I blew it. It's the end of the hike. And they were like, no. Just look around you. And so I do this sweep and I look around me and there it is. I just walked past it and hadn't even seen it. There it is. Exactly the image that I was shown. The exact same height, the exact same width, every single thing about this stick, which I will show you. I have a visual here for you. Everything was exact. It's a little bit taller than me. Or maybe it's a little bit shorter than me. Anyway, well, here it is. And it was exactly what they showed me. And I now know why, which has taken me some time to figure out why they showed that to me, which is a conversation for another day. But the whole point of that is that as we tune in and we trust our intuition, our gut, those nudges, those voices, go do this, do that. Don't do that. Not a good idea. No matter how insignificant they seem to you, they are important because it's a way for your inner being, your guardian angels, your guides to talk to you, because our inner being is connected to this amazing universal force. So when I say they, I'm talking about my inner being, I'm talking about my guides, I'm talking about my guardian angels, all working together. But when you're getting these messages, again, nudges, inclinations, it's not necessarily a very clear voice, like I'm talking to you here, but it might be a voice in your mind suggesting something to you. Listen to it, honor it. And as you do that, you become better and better able to truly tune into your heart center. So that's what it means to listen to hear your inner being, your gut, your intuition talking to you. You are a powerful, powerful, powerful being. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever underestimate it. Don't let somebody else underestimate your power, your ability. Every single human being is given this gift. Every single human being. I call your heart center your most accurate compass that you're given, right? That will direct you precisely where you need to go in your life. So tune in, ask if you want some specific direction on a job, a relationship, a situation that's happening in your life, no matter how big, how small, anywhere in between. If you have a question, ask your inner being. Get quiet. As you know, I always say, get quiet, ask. What do you want me to do here? What should I do here? How should I do this? And even if it's how should I be today? Okay, I want you to be peaceful and calm today. Just want you to be calm. Oh, okay. What do I do with this job? Is this the right thing for me? Get quiet. and you will get the answer. And make sure that you let go of your own expectations of what you think the answer should be back to you. You got to really practice that, right? And that just takes time. And again, practice. You know, ask, and you will receive what you need. Powerful, powerful being that you are. So that's it for today. I will always remind you that you are light, love, and magic. Take care. Mwah.